the kind of person that says, I'm in control of my life and I will do what I want to do. This was his character. And so that one day he was working, he was going on he was on his chariot, so he was working, going to the street, and there was one cow at the middle of the middle of the street. And he could not go on because the cow was completely, and he could not go right, not go left, so he could not go. And he, with this puffed up position, he said, "Hey, stupid cow, just get out of my way, I need to go." And this cow didn't move. And then he said, he was still on his chariot, and he was saying, "Stupid cow, you don't know who I am, just get out, I really have to go and move." And this cow didn't move. So he went out, he came down from the car, from his chariot, and he just went and kicked strongly this cow. But the point is that this cow was not a cow, it was a bull. So as soon as the bull was kicked from Karakalpa, it just raced, it just charged, and he completely entered with his horn, and the Karakalpa fell down dead on the floor. Meanwhile, I forgot to tell you one thing, that there was one devotee who was going every day worshipping Ganga Devi. He was worshipping Ganga, this is the river Ganges, which is a holy river. He was worshipping, and he was worshipping the Ganges with tulsi leaves, which is a sacred plant that is always at service of Krishna, used in Krishna service. So, while Karakalpa was dead, this devotee, I don't remember his name, he arrived and he saw such a horrible scene. He saw like a dead man on the floor with the completely open up, like a chirurgical operation. He was dead at the floor, and he was full of compassion because the devotee is always full of compassion. So what happened to him? So he didn't know what to do. He just took some Ganga water. He took silk that he had on his ear, and he just spread the body of Karakalpa with Ganga water. Meanwhile, while he was working, and he left the place, while he was working, he saw he had like a mystic vision. He saw many Yamaduta. Who knows here what Yamaduta? You. Okay, then I'll explain. Radhika, when we leave the body, we may go in the spiritual world, and there are Krishnas, there are some, let's say, nice person or emissary. Emissary, you say emissary in English?
Misery.
Huh?
Misery?
No, emissary, when people who are in charge to emissary.
Oh.
Okay, there are some person who comes. Huh? No. There are some person who are in charge. Their service is to bring people to the spiritual world.
Ambassador or something.
Ambassador, yes, thank you. Ambassador, and they come and they bring you to the spiritual world. And they are very beautiful, attractive personality. And when you see them, you just feel peaceful. Oh, I'm going back to God. You feel completely happy. So these are the one who comes and brings you to the spiritual world. Instead, when you have to go to the hellish planets, there are some other kind of ambassador, and they are not extremely beautiful. On the opposite, they are really, really terrifying. You see them, their description is that when you see them, you just get horrified and you are scared because they are very, very, I don't want to say ugly, but not nice features, very, very scary. And they come with dogs, and these dogs are very ferocious, so you just get scared. So these are the Yamaduta. And the beauty of the Yamaduta is that if there are very sinful person, or even not that sinful, but some person that needs to go to the hellish planet, they come, they bind your soul with a particular rope, and they just take you in the hellish planet. So this man was working, and he saw this mystic scene. He saw many Yamaduta, which are this one who brings you to the hellish planet, without hand, without legs, full of cuts, or full of, he said, what's happening? And while Yamaduta went close to him and he said, you know, you are very powerful. And he said, but I didn't do nothing. He said, oh, you did something very powerful, because it's because of you that all us Yamaduta have been punished. And he said, can you tell me what's happening? And he said, because we were waiting for Karakalpa. It was ages we were waiting for this man. You don't know. He said, this man was raping girls. He was going with the other's husband, wife. He was killing children. He was doing so many sinful activities. We were waiting for him. We were eager. When we heard that he left the body, we just all came to take his soul and bring him in the hellish planet. But while we were doing that, the Vishnu Dutta arrived. Vishnu Dutta, the one that brings you in the spiritual world. And we said, Yamadutta said, we said to the Vishnu Dutta, you are in the wrong place. Karakalpa is not for you. We have to bring Karakalpa with us. And Vishnu Dutta said, no. You cannot take him because he had Ganga's water on his body when he left the body. So we have to take him. And Yamadutta said, no, we are attached to him. We will bring him with us because we were waiting for so long and we will take it with us. And Vishnu said, no way, you have to live in it. And Vishnu said, actually, you are doing an offense to Ganga Devi because of your greed to take this soul, you are offending Ganga Devi, the power of Ganga Devi, that even if the most sinful man is touched by the Ganges, you will get purified, especially at the time of death. And so the Vishnu Dutta called the Sudarshan Chakra. Sudarshan Chakra are this kind of celestial disc. And it's a weapon and it's meant to cut whatever they find on their way. So the Vishnu Dutta called the Sudarshan Chakra, and they were punishing the Yamadutta. They were cutting their hands and legs, and so the Yamadutta said, so it is for you that all this the Vishnu Dutta came and they saved Karakalpa, and they are punishing us. And so at this point, this devotee said, he realized that they said, this is just for Ganga Devi's mercy that is happening. So he went to the Ganges and he paid obeisances and he worshipped so sincerely that at one point Ganga Devi herself appeared to him. Ganga Devi is the river as also personality, and this personality is a celestial being. And she said, you satisfy me with your worship, so please tell me whatever you want, I give it to you. And because this devotee was very intelligent, he didn't ask for nothing material. He said, my humble request is that when I leave the body, I can remember of Krishna. Because this is actually the most intelligent desire that we may have. And actually, at the end of his life, he had the blessing that he left the body thinking of Krishna, so he went back to Krishna. So the point of saying that is that if we don't follow well, or if we feel, okay, I'm not such devotee, this kind of pastime teach us that we are in contact with such powerful environment, spiritual environment, that somehow or other we are saved, somehow or other, because whatever we do for Krishna, whatever activities is spiritual and we do to please Krishna has an eternal benefit, eternal. It's like there is one verse in Bhagavad Gita that it says that whatever endeavor we do for serving Krishna will free us from the worst type of danger, which is that we take birth again and we don't know where we are taking birth and what kind of body we are taking. But if we have some kind of advancement, like it is said, if we do 50% of advancement, next life will start for 51. It's not that okay, this life and then everything is forgotten and it has no value. No, on the opposite. Whatever we do, whatever little activities, it has such an eternal benefit that it will always last. It's like if we are working with the bag, and let's say my spiritual master was saying, it's kind of if we have two different bank accounts. There is a material bank account that it's whatever we do, it's put there, and then we have to, someone is taking out, there is huge taxes to be paid on this material account. Whatever we do, whatever sin we do, we have to pay very, very, heavily. And there is a spiritual account that there is no taxes, and there is a high percentage that nobody will close it at some point, and it will just close it, and it will last. And Krishna is considering that, is looking at this account and saying, okay, let's see how much this person is doing it for me. And the more we do, and the more we do with the attitude to please Krishna, the more Krishna is pleased, and the more we receive His mercy. I was just reading 2 days ago, I was reading in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Prabhupada said that practically if you don't follow the rules and regulations that are written on the scripture, you cannot attain perfection. You can't. Even if you endeavor, or you if you don't do the 100% of what is written, you can't achieve perfection. But in this age of Kali, because of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, it said that Lord Chaitanya can liberate anyone and everyone. And He is pleased if we chant the holy name of Krishna and if we serve the devotees. So there is, in this age of Kali, there are some rules and regulations. The main rules and regulations of this age of Kali is that we have to chant Hare Krishna. There is a text that says, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Kevalam, Kalona, Steva, 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 Gatira, and this says 3 times. Usually when you say one thing 3 times, it means that it's really important. You repeat. Okay, do that, just do not forget. So it says, chanting Hare Krishna mantra, chanting Hare Krishna mantra in the Kali Yuga is the only way. There is no other way to attain perfection in this age of Kali. Quickly. It's very quick. Because we are not qualified. But by Krishna's mercy and Lord Chaitanya's mercy, we can only chanting His name, we can get perfection, and we can have a hope to go on and to make advancement. And we should